Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Welcome everybody, update on the Cheesy build, and we all know it's been hosted by Sir Harry Frobisher and Sir Fred Jens. They're both aliases, by the way. That's his Felis and Jens' group build, Cheese group build. Now, I'll be honest with you, I put it on the side and I keep forgetting about it. And well, no, I haven't been forgetting about it. I've been trying to get the grass looking like grass, and it's so difficult. I've tried the static table, getting tufts, everything stands up too neat and tidy and too straight for my liking. And so I've ended up actually putting this all on by hand, gluing it and laying it down and sticking it up and trying to sort of sculpt it into grass that looks like it's been walked on or walked through and trampled, because it don't just stand up nice and neat. And I think I've achieved it. I really do think I've achieved it. I will do a few pictures at the end because the camera doesn't really pick up all the little details, and I have spent quite a bit of time actually doing this. Now what I've used is 12mm static grass. I've used the autumn and the summer. I've done a mix of the two just to try and get the lower tones and the fresher, sort of like the new growth at the top. I've also introduced a bit of sea foam, just the ends, little tiny bits, just to create like weeds and things like that. I've also used, I've got it, say, that they use for these these gaming things. It was a sort of like a weed. They came in yellow and like a purple, which I shredded apart, and I don't think you can see there, but I've just introduced them here and there just to try and get that weedy effect. Now I'm more than happy now with what I've done on the grass and everything else, and now I can move on. I'll probably be putting a few pigments in here because it was all burnt when I originally done it, but I decided the more overgrown route was the best route, and I'm happy with that. I'm pleased that I've gone down that route, but I probably will be entering in a few pigments down the back, around the back of the wheels, ash type pigments, just to try and get that another layer, shall I say, in the ground. It's because it's many layers. You've got to keep building it up and building it up and building it up until you get what you want. The figures, I've done nothing to it. I just painted them. They've just been base painted. There's not been really any detailing done on that, which is going to be my next little project after this. Now I've sorted the grass out. The actual tank, I'm still fiddling with that. I still keep coming back and doing bits to it. I've got, if I turn it right the way around, I've still got the rear end to sort out because that's still in its original flat colour. And the back, well, you're not going to see the back on the display, so I probably won't do much more around this when it's because, well, I can't tell you, because that goes over to the other Simon and he's got something installed for this, so I won't say no more. But the back you're not actually going to see when this is all completed, just a teaser there. But all in all, I'm happy with it now. I'm just going to be fiddling. I'm leaving it on my bench, so you know what I mean. You just leave it there and you keep just coming back and just doing little bits and pieces, touching this in and touching that in, and till you actually get what you want. But I'm not too far off now of getting this finished, so hopefully the next one will be the final, not the actual reveal, but it'll be the bit that I've done and finished, and then it will be handed over to me twin brother, and then we'll see what he's going to do with it. So like I said, a record update, about 5 or 6 minutes, which is a record for me. So I'm just going to thank you very much for joining me, sitting through my waffle, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.